Long before history learned to write itself in stone or ink, before names existed for fear or safety, life on Earth was locked in a constant struggle against extinction. Millions of years ago, survival was not an abstract idea or a future plan. It was an immediate, brutal reality, repeated every single day across forests, oceans, and skies. The planet itself was both protector and executioner, shaping life through relentless threats that demanded adaptation, resilience, and innovation. To repel danger in this ancient world was not about weapons or walls, but about evolution itself, about learning, changing, and surviving against forces far greater than any single creature. In this deep past, danger did not announce itself. It arrived as sudden climate shifts, volcanic winters, asteroid shadows crossing the sky, predators emerging from the dark, or oceans turning hostile without warning. Safety was never permanent. It was temporary, fragile, and earned through constant vigilance. Life survived not because it was strong, but because it was adaptable. Creatures that could sense danger faster, react quicker, or hide better passed their traits forward, slowly building a biological memory of survival that shaped the future of life on Earth. Predators were among the most immediate threats. Vast carnivores ruled land and sea, their size and power unmatched. Yet even the largest predators were never truly safe. They depended on stable ecosystems, predictable prey, and balanced climates. When conditions shifted, size became a weakness. Smaller animals learned to repel danger not by confrontation, but by avoidance. Burrowing underground, climbing trees, swimming into deeper waters, or becoming nocturnal were not random behaviors. They were survival strategies, refined over millions of years, allowing life to persist while giants fell. Camouflage became one of nature's most effective defenses. In forests and plains, colors blended with leaves, bark, and shadows. In oceans, transparency and bioluminescence confused attackers. To remain unseen was often safer than to fight. This quiet form of repelling danger shaped countless species, teaching life that invisibility could be more powerful than strength. Those who mastered concealment lived longer, reproduced more, and slowly altered the balance of survival across entire ecosystems. Group behavior emerged as another powerful shield against extinction. Herds, flocks, and schools were not signs of cooperation for comfort, but strategies for survival. Many eyes could detect danger sooner. Many bodies could confuse predators. Alarm calls, synchronized movement, and defensive formations became ancient warning systems long before intelligence as we understand it existed. Safety was found not in isolation, but in numbers. Life learned that collective awareness could repel threats no single creature could survive alone. The environment itself offered both danger and refuge. Forests provided cover, but also concealed predators. Oceans offered escape, but hid unseen killers. Ice ages froze vast regions, while greenhouse periods overheated others. To survive, life adapted to extremes. Fur thickened, shells hardened, metabolisms slowed, and migration patterns formed. Movement became a form of defense. When a place became unsafe, life learned to leave, carrying survival forward across continents and eras. Fire, long before it was controlled, was a natural force of destruction and renewal. Wildfires reshaped landscapes, erased habitats, and forced species to flee or perish. Yet fire also cleared land, opening new opportunities for growth. Those that could outrun flames, burrow beneath the surface, or resist heat gained an advantage. Survival meant understanding the rhythm of destruction and using it to one's benefit. Life did not repel fire, it endured it, adapted to it, and eventually learned to thrive in its aftermath. The sky itself was once a source of existential threat. Asteroid impacts, though rare, delivered planetary-scale devastation. When one struck, it triggered earthquakes, tsunamis, firestorms, and years of darkness. In these moments, no creature could fight back. Survival depended on chance, location, and adaptability. Those living underground, in water, or with flexible diets stood a better chance. Safety was not about power, but about being prepared for the unimaginable. These events reshaped life, clearing the path for new forms to rise from the ruins. Volcanoes added another layer of danger. Eruptions darkened skies, poisoned air, and altered climates for generations. Lava flows erased ecosystems in moments, yet volcanic soils later became some of the most fertile on Earth. Life that survived these disasters learned to recolonize quickly, spreading into new niches before competitors returned. In this way, survival was not only about resisting danger, but about recovering faster than others once the danger passed. In the oceans, threats were constant and unseen. Changes in temperature, acidity, and oxygen levels could wipe out entire marine populations. Massive predators dominated the depths, yet even they were vulnerable to environmental collapse. Reef systems formed as natural fortresses, offering shelter to smaller organisms. Symbiotic relationships emerged where species protected one another for mutual survival. These ancient alliances demonstrate that repelling danger was often a shared effort, woven into the fabric of life itself. Over millions of years, intelligence began to play a greater role in survival. Early problem-solving behaviors appeared, not as conscious thought, but as instinct refined by experience. Remembering safe paths, recognizing danger signs, and responding to patterns gave certain species an edge. These abilities were not learned in classrooms, but etched into nervous systems through survival and loss. Every avoided predator, every escaped disaster, contributed to a growing biological awareness of danger. Extinction was the ultimate threat, and it was relentless. The majority of species that ever lived on Earth are gone, erased by forces beyond their control. Yet life itself never vanished. It persisted, reshaped, and diversified. This continuity is the greatest evidence of Earth's ancient safety system, not protection of individuals, but preservation of life as a whole. When one form failed, another rose to take its place, carrying forward lessons written in DNA. The balance between danger and safety shaped the planet's story. Too much safety would have halted evolution. Too much danger would have erased life entirely. Instead, Earth existed in a narrow window where threats were frequent enough to drive adaptation, but not so overwhelming to end everything. This balance forged resilience into the core of life, ensuring that no single catastrophe could truly end the story. Millions of years ago, there were no heroes standing against extinction, no single moment where danger was defeated forever. Survival was continuous, quiet, and often invisible. It happened in the shadows, underground, beneath waves, and within the genetic code passed from one generation to the next. Safety was not guaranteed. It was earned through flexibility, cooperation, and the ability to change. Even today, the echoes of that ancient struggle remain. Modern ecosystems, human instincts, and the very structure of life are shaped by those early battles against extinction. Fear, caution, curiosity, and resilience are not modern traits. They are ancient inheritances, forged in a world where danger was constant and survival uncertain. The story of repelling threats millions of years ago is not one of victory over nature, but harmony with it. Life did not conquer Earth, it learned to live within its dangers. Every adaptation, every survival strategy was a response to forces that could never be fully controlled. This ancient lesson remains timeless. Safety does not come from eliminating threats, but from understanding them, adapting to them, and enduring through change. In the end, survival was not about avoiding danger forever, it was about continuing despite it. Life learned to bend rather than break, to retreat and return, to lose and rise again. Millions of years ago, the planet tested life repeatedly, and life answered with persistence. That persistence is the true legacy of Earth's deep past, not written in monuments or myths, but in the living world itself.